Yo, got an Audio Ninja quick tip for you. So today we're going to talk about headphone cables. Okay, what's up with that? Well, did you know that your headphones, generally, if you have Pro Studio headphones working as a voice actor, you probably have one of two kinds. You have the straight cable, as you can see, it's very straight and slender, and then you have this boing, boing, boing. You have this coiled cable. It's called coiled. I like to call it curly, kind of like hair. You have straight hair and you have curly hair and everything in between. So what's the difference? There's no difference in sound. It's more about functionality and what your personal preference is. Let's start with straight. So for example, the Audio Technicas here, the AT-HM50Xs, they come with a straight cable. This cable's actually detachable and it might come with a coiled cable too, which is nice when they give you both options. Let's talk about the pros of a straight cable. It doesn't tangle easily, all right? It can reach really far. So if it comes with like a 6-foot cable, it just lays across the floor wherever you need it to get to, and it reaches very easily. And my favorite feature as to why I prefer a straight cable is that it doesn't pull on your head like a coiled cable does. So what are the cons of a straight cable? Well, if let's say you got a 6-foot long cable and you only need like 2 feet because you're next to your audio interface, all that cable is going to be on the floor and you're going to trip on it. Or in my case, I roll over my damn headphone cables all the time at my desk. And I don't know how they're not broken yet, but sorry, cable. I'm sorry. But honestly, that's really it. It can just be too long. And if it's just there's excess cable everywhere because it doesn't coil up, you can wrap and manage it. But let's face it, most of us are lazy and we just kind of keep it out and trip and hurt ourselves on it. Let's move on to the coiled cable. The Sennheiser HD280 Pros come with a coiled cable. I love these headphones. Hands down, the biggest pro to this is that it takes up, look, that's all the space it takes up. And when you need more, it stretches out. But that's about where the benefits stop, in my opinion. My biggest complaint when it comes to coiled cables is that if you're not like right next to your audio interface, like what's happening? You just feel it pulling all the time. And if you're trying to like be actory and perform like I am now, it can be very distracting, especially this is like literally touching your neck. But if it's just you feel that tension, oh my God, it drives me insane. So I'm able to wear these if my audio interface or my headphone amp is like right on my desk. If it's any further than that, I'm like, eh. And the other downside to coiled cables is that they can kind of get stacked in each other and get tangled easily depending on how. See, there you go. Look, insta-tangle. Woohoo! Here's a tip for you. Dad joke. Did you know that most Pro Studio headphone tips come off? Did you know that? I know so many people who had no idea that it actually comes as a 1/8 inch, which is like your standard headphone jack before we all use Bluetooth headphones. And it's usually encapsulated, that's a big fancy word, with a 1/4 inch or 1/4 inch adapter. Why? Because the headphone port, the hole on your audio interface that you take your headphones and plug them into, is pretty much 99% of the time 1/4 inch, this size. But what's cool is having the flexibility of just unscrewing this or having an adapter that comes in the box, and you can use this on smaller headphone jacks. Makes no difference in the sound, it's just the connector type. Let's say you need more length on your, hey, this is a kid show, folks, headphone cable. And let's say you love how little space the coiled cable takes up. Well, what you can do is get a headphone extension cable. See that right there? So here's the end of the Sennheisers. It's coiled, it's pulling on your neck. You want it to be a little longer so it doesn't pull. You take this end. One end is what is called female. TRS is the term. This is 1/4 inch, the big size. Doop, connects in there. And then the other end, this is a long ass cable, is male TRS. And this goes into your headphone amp. So if you want a headphone extension cable, a good budget brand is Hosa. It's gonna work, it sounds good, but it is not the best of quality, so it may not last as long, and the fidelity might not be as good as other brands. A good medium budget and much better quality is Sweetwater's Proco cable. And finally, if you want the best of the best, if you're a purist freak like me, Mogami makes a headphone extension cable, but it is pricey, but it should last a lifetime and sound damn good. Just some things to consider with just the cable on your headphones. Yeah, we could go deep and we're gonna keep going deep. Stay tuned for more Audio Ninja tips and I'll talk to you later.